Scary story number 21, title, 911 call. Story begins. This happened last year. I work as a 911 dispatcher in Colorado and receive many calls throughout the county. I get a lot of different kinds of calls like choking, overdoses, severe injuries, car accidents, and sometimes dials from kids who need help with their homework. Yes, that does happen to me sometimes. I work afternoon shifts from 3 to 11 p.m. The county I work for tends to get busy right around 4 to 5 in the afternoon. So I got another call at 7 p.m. after getting no calls for the past hour. 911 was your emergency, I said. Hello? The caller replied. 911 was your emergency. Are you hurt? Do you need an ambulance? The caller replied saying no, then said nothing for about 8 seconds. What is your emergency, sir? I asked again. I need to report a crime. Then I asked him what kind of crime and what happened. A murder, and my roommate was killed, the caller said. I asked him where he was, but he didn't answer the question. So then I asked him how his roommate died. Her body was dismembered, he replied in a calm tone. Then I asked him if he knew who killed her. The response he gave me was not what I was expecting at all. Yes, I do. It was me. I'm sorry, sir. Did you say you killed her? Yes, sir, you heard that right. I cut her limbs and her head off after I raped her in my basement, and then I put her in a trash bag, disposing her body in the dumpster, the caller added. This was insanity to me, not because he raped and killed this person, but the fact that he called 911 about a crime he committed. Normally when I get a call about a murder, it's the caller being a witness to one or finding a body, but not being the killer themselves. I asked for the caller's name and where he was. He told me his name was Clay, and he didn't specify where he was located. I was going to find out regardless, since I retraced the call. Why did you do this, Clay? I asked. I had feelings for my roommate, but she didn't have feelings for me back, so I strangled her with my hands until she stopped resisting, Clay said. Clay's explanation of the situation was the most disturbing part of this call. He wasn't in panic and didn't sound like he was devastated either. Even though I couldn't see him, I could tell that he was dead inside. There was no doubt in my mind that I was talking to a psychopath. Police are on their way, I said to Clay, and then he hung up before I could finish the sentence. After that call, I got a follow-up on Clay by law enforcement and identified him as Clayton Reynolds, a 24-year-old man who most likely has killed more than his roommate because of how he dismembered them, which takes experience, confidence, and precision. You never would have guessed that he was a killer because, looking at his mugshot, he was a scrawny Caucasian around 5'7", with blue eyes and red medium-length wavy hair. He looked like an average guy that you wouldn't expect to have a darker side. After Clay's trial, he was proven to be a serial killer because he killed about 5 more women before his roommate. Police knew it was him because they had his DNA tested and it matched. Clay was convicted of first-degree murder and was for life in prison without parole. Story ends.